Hi there, this is Sumaya. Welcome to my channel. Before we start our lesson today, I've got a question for you. Have you ever heard of some people who learn languages just through stories? That's crazy, right?
My name is Ollie Richards and I have a strange method of learning languages using stories. And I've used this story learning method to learn 8 languages.
If you want to know more about him, check him up. It's in the description box below. Well, that brings us to our lesson today. You're going to learn a short story, and at the end of the lesson, you will also have learned 10 new phrases. Imagine you learned a short story and 10 new phrases every day. How many words would that make in a year? Well, that's quite a lot, right? According to the European Common Framework, this vocabulary size brings you to B2 level. In a year, it is possible you can acquire any languages you like. It's also very fun. Well, I hope you're convinced. Let's dive into our tutorial, shall we? In today's lesson, you will learn one of Nasreddin Hoca's stories. Wait a second, who is Nasreddin Hoca? Well, he's a figure who appears in witty jokes. There is always a lesson to be learned in his stories. He is also such a cultural figure that I bet there is no single Turkish person who hasn't heard of Nasreddin Hoca's stories or who hasn't grown up with one of his jokes ever. So you will learn one of his stories today. Before we start, we will study the vocabularies that will pop up in this story. Okay, let's begin. There are 2 characters in this story. One of them is the main character, Hoca. The other one is just a random man. He appears in the story 3 times in 3 different ways. Let's have a look at them. The first time he's mentioned, it is birisi, which means someone. The second time he's mentioned, it is aynı kişi, which means the same person. The third time he's mentioned, it is adam, which means the man. Okay, now repeat after me. Birisi, aynı kişi, adam. Okay, great. There are 3 actions in this story. Let's have a look at them. The first one is sorar, which means he asks. The second one is şaşırır, which means he gets surprised. The third one is der, which means he says or he replies. You might be wondering where on earth the subject he is when the only thing we have is just a single verb. Well, in Turkish, we add the personal marker and the tense to the root of the verb. So we eliminate the subject or, which means he, and we add it to the root of the verb. Unless it's really necessary, we don't really speak with subject pronouns in Turkish. Okay? Now, repeat after me. Sorar, şaşırır, der, Okay, now we have got some pieces from the story. The way how the other man is mentioned in 3 different ways, like this. And the 3 actions, right? Let's try to bring the puzzles together. Now, my question to you is, kim ne sorar? Kim ne sorar? What do you think it is? Kim sorar? Nasreddin Hoca mı? Birisi mi? Birisi, right? Okay. Birisi ne sorar? Yaş kaç? Which means how old are you? Now repeat after me. Yaş kaç? Yaş kaç? Great. Okay, let's carry on the story. Aynı kişi birkaç yıl sonra tekrar sorar. Hoca cevap verir. Adam şaşırır. Why do you think he gets surprised? And what does he ask? Okay, let's read and find out. Adam neden şaşırır? Çünkü hoca birkaç yıl sonra tekrar yaş 40 der. Adam ne sorar? Senin yaş hep aynı mı? What do you think Hoca replies to this question? Hoca replies with a very popular Turkish saying. Now read with me. Erkek adam sözünden dönmez. Great job. Now let me read the entire story for you. Birisi Nasreddin Hoca'ya sorar. Hoca, yaş kaç? Hoca 40 der. Aynı kişi birkaç yıl sonra tekrar sorar. Hoca, yaş kaç? Hoca tekrar 40 der. Adam şaşırır. Hoca, senin yaş hep aynı mı? Diye sorar. Hoca, erkek adam sözünden dönmez der.
Hangi alemde olursanız olun, erkek adam sözünden dönmez.
Congratulations, you learned a short story and a very popular Turkish saying. Now, make sure you note down the new words, revise them regularly, and memorize the short story and the saying. If possible, share it with a friend or a family member. Okay? I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye!